Hey guys, Extrasify here. Welcome back to another gold making video. So guys, in today's video, we are going to be continuing our little mini series of rogue farming treasure chests all around Azeroth and all of its continents. Today, we are obviously in Eastern Kingdoms, and I'm going to show you guys everything I got in an hour's worth of farming for treasure chests. So guys, before we get into how to farm it and the loot that I got, let's firstly go over some of the add-ons and UI setups, things like that, that will make this farm much easier. So if you've seen my first video on this sort of farm, you'll know that as an outlaw rogue, you're able to find treasures on the minimap. This is similar to the dwarf racial, as they can also track treasures. So this is a rogue specific farm, or I guess a dwarf as well, so you can find the treasures. So like I said, it is only for the outlaw spec. If you're spec'd as assassination or subtlety, you will not have this option, so just respec to outlaw. Simple as that, and then chest will spawn on your minimap. Now how do you know where chests spawn? Well, there's an add-on for that, and it's very simple. Now, if you are a gathering farmer or anything like that, you've probably heard of this add-on. It's Gathermate 2. Basically, once you have it installed, just hit this little drop down, go to import, check the box for treasures, and then hit import Gathermate 2 data. And what that will do, well, it will put these little map icons of any area that can spawn a treasure chest, and it will show that in every single zone, as you can see. Anywhere, any zone you go to, it will easily show all of the treasure chest icons. So basically how I did this farm was just flying around all of these zones, while skipping a few that I will get into in a little bit, but flying into all these zones, checking all of these spawn locations, and then if there were any, you would just see it on the minimap. Or if you have the add-on Farm HUD, which is what I used, basically it just moves your minimap to right around your character, and it's a lot easier and simple to farm, and you don't have to focus nearly as much. Alright, so basically I went ahead and flew around all of the zones. Now I did mention skipping a few zones. The ones specifically are any of the starter zones or like the next zone after. So for example, skipped Elwyn Forest, and I skipped Westfall, and I skipped Dunmoreau, as well as Loch Modan, as well as skipping Tearsfall Glades and Silverpine Forest as well. Now why did I do that? That is because basically the treasure chest on any of these zones, it will drop a BOE blue transmog item worth a couple thousand gold or so. Obviously a big amount of RNG goes into that, but on average about a couple thousand gold per item. But in the super lower level zones, sometimes you don't even get a transmog piece, sometimes you get like a bag or something like that. So in general, I just skip them because it's not worth my time flying around. I'd rather fly around a better zone that I know will give me better results. So with that all out of the way, and I know if you've heard the first video, I'm just saying it again, but just to cover all bases, just want everyone to know how to give this farm a try. Let's go ahead and see all of the items that I've gotten basically in an hour of flying around the Eastern Kingdoms zone. Now when I did the Kalimdor one, I was quite shocked with everything that I had gotten, so this one was quite as good as well. So guys, I decided to break these into categories of more expensive, medium expensive, and lower expensive items, some of which I might honestly vendor. So let's quickly run through this. In the Twilight Highlands, I got this Harbinger's chest piece for about 1400 gold. I know this is a neck piece, but it is worth 3,000 to 4,000 gold, so maybe I can get something decent with that here. But we got a Plated Fist of Haku for about 3k, 6k region wide on that one. We got a Beazel's Basher for 4k, about a 6k value there, and it's a unique appearance, so that's really nice. We got a Diamond Hammer. I have sold a couple of these in the past. It's about 4k on my realm, surprisingly, but about a 1 to 2k region wide. We got a searing blade for a couple thousand and a sky collar as well for a couple thousand there. So definitely not too shabby, all things considered. Now let's move over to the medium category. We actually got 3 of these Redbeard crests. Now, these are unique appearances, so that's always nice, but simply only have a 1,000 value on my realm. About 4k region wide though, so definitely not too bad. We got another necklace, Gazlo's Charm, 265 gold on my realm, 1,000 gold region wide. We got a Golem Shard leggings for 1 to 2,000 gold value there. We got a Razor's Edge for about 500 gold, 3,000 region wide. A Skull Splitting Crossbow, 500 gold, my auction house, a couple thousand region wide. A Bone Chewer, same thing, couple thousand region. And the Gut Buster. Then let's go ahead and move into the low value category. Not going to highlight this too much, but I will say 3 of these 5 BOE blue items were from Searing Gorge and Burning Steps, so it may be good to skip that zone. I mean, we have Girdle of Uther, like 200 gold region, 8 gold on my realm. We got the Dalewind trousers, 15 gold on my auction house, like 100 region wide. These Silverlink foot guards were okay, but I mean, same with this, the Stone Grip gauntlets. I mean, I'm just going to be vendoring most of these probably. And then we're in zones like Duskwood and Red Ridge Mountains. We got some decent items. This shield's pretty nice. Region wide, 1,400 gold. It's low in my realm. Yeah, nothing too much to highlight. 100 gold or so with the Swashbuckler's leggings. So all things considered, definitely not too bad for an hour of just flying around, just watching some YouTube in the background, you know, not like a dungeon farm where you have to concentrate on the routes and things like that. So it was nice to kind of shut my brain off for an hour and fly around all the zones. So yeah, definitely not as good as the first video where we highlighted the continent of Kalimdor, but like I said, I kind of want to make this mini series and, you know, just try each of these continents and be real with you guys on what I got in an hour. You guys seem to like the first video quite a bit, so I'll probably continue this, maybe one video a week or so. With that being said, let's go into the value of my bags for the looted item value in this hour session. So hovering over my bag appraiser add-on, we can see that we are just over 58,000 gold in region value. Now the main things obviously being this left category over here. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely not too bad. Just under 60,000 gold in an hour of transmog farming is not too shabby whatsoever, so I can't really complain too much. Now, you obviously don't get nearly as many items as if you are dungeon farming, but this is kind of to fill out your auction house and things like that. So I would say if you are into transmog farming and you have a very well established auction house with at least 1,500 items or so, I think you guys should give this a try to kind of fill out some more niche items. A lot of these aren't easily farmed up in dungeons, so it's kind of nice to go around treasure hunting and getting some of these other items. So that is all I got for you guys in today's episode. Thank you very much for the support on the channel. Lately, we are growing and growing, and it's very motivating for me, so I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out some of my other gold making videos if you enjoy my content. Like and subscribe, all that typical YouTuber stuff. And with that being said, good luck in your auction house sales, and I shall see you guys in my next gold making video.